Welcome to Safe Skies with Lia Tuso, the ultimate podcast about flying with kids. I'm your host, Lia, a child passenger safety technician, frequent flyer mom, and passionate advocate for making travel safer and less stressful for families. Whether you're flying with a newborn, navigating TSA with toddlers, or wondering how the heck to fly with a car seat, this is a place to learn expert tips, professional recommendations, and gain the confidence you need to travel with your little ones. The seatbelt sign is on, so buckle up and join me for takeoff while we explore more about flying with child passengers. Hello. Welcome to episode 8 of Safe Skies with Lia Tuso. Today, we are going to be discussing checked car seats and what you need to know before you make the decision to check your car seat instead of using it on board the aircraft. As always, best practice is going to vary by family, by trip, by itinerary. So I want you to take this information and make an educated decision on what will be best for your own individual family and your own unique situation. To start, I want to be very clear that the Manufacturers Alliance for Child Passenger Safety does have a harmonized statement regarding checked luggage. They do not consider a gate checked or car seat that is checked as luggage to be one that has experienced forces equivalent to that of a crash. Now, we know if your car seat is involved in a crash, we always need to talk with the manufacturer to determine if your car seat needs to be replaced. Car seats are a one and done thing. It's a life-saving device. If it's done its job properly one time, it may need to be replaced. And so that's what the Manufacturers Alliance of Child Passenger Safety says about checking your car seat. However, it's important to know that that's if it arrives without any damage or visible damage. The chances of it arriving without damage are usually not that great. And so we will always want to consider, if you have checked your car seat and you claim it at the baggage claim, do a thorough visual inspection of your car seat. Take the fabric up, make sure all the foam is intact, turn it upside down, left and right. Just take a really good look at it to make sure that you don't see anything, including hairline fractures and indentations. Those things may be more difficult to see or more difficult to find, but they may jeopardize the integrity of your car seat. So it's really important to just know, do a visual inspection. If you've checked your car seat, do a visual inspection. And if you have questions, reach out to your car seat manufacturer. Don't call your sister and ask. Don't go online on Facebook and ask. Just call your manufacturer because they're the best source of information. They are the most reliable source of information, and they will be able to instruct you further on your unique situation. Now, if you decide to check your car seat, you can gate check it or you can counter check it. Either way, whichever you choose, you should be securing your car seat in either the original cardboard box that it came in or a secure and padded bag or box. Now, I'm a realist here. I don't think a lot of people keep the original cardboard box that their car seat came in. And so I tend not to talk about that option that frequently because it's just really not realistic for a lot of families. Although if you are listening and you still have your cardboard box in your house, please do keep it just in case you need to check your car seat at any time. You can do like a moving box from Home Depot instead and put some blankets in there, or even like a big Tupper bin with blankets and pillows. Or some car seat manufacturers are actually coming out with bags, travel bags that come with warranties. They are more expensive, but that's a really great way to, try your best to maintain the integrity of your car seat. If you're traveling and it gets damaged, or if it gets lost, some of these manufacturers will provide an extended warranty for a replacement. So that's something to know about. It's probably a route that I would recommend more likely than just getting a box from Home Depot, a cardboard box from Home Depot, and trying to stuff pillows in it. What we don't want to do is counter check or gate check in those like Amazon bags that are like $20 and they say handle with care car seat. There's no padding, there's no protection.
I've checked my stroller rumble seat in those before at gate check, and they come back ripped. So I don't really encourage those bags. I do like those bags, the $20 ones from Amazon that have the backpack straps to help you carry your car seat through the airport and then use it on board the aircraft. So that's when those bags can come into consideration. So that's where I stand on, do we think gate checking and counter checking is any different? I personally do. As a frequent flyer and travel mom, I do personally believe that gate checking is there's less risk for damage when you gate check than there is when you counter check. And I'm going to explain why this is my personal belief. Although there is never, let me be clear, there is never a guarantee against damage, whether you gate check or counter check, okay? You can never guarantee it's not going to get damaged. But what's important to understand is how these counter checked conveyor belts work. There are conveyor belt systems that are miles and miles long. Actually, in fact, I know that Denver Airport has the longest conveyor belt system in the US. There are 22 miles of track. Okay, and 6 miles of conveyor belts. So the total track length at DIA Airport, Denver Airport, is 22 miles long. Your car seat is traveling 22 miles unsupervised, essentially. And when I say unsupervised, I mean on an automatic belt system. There always are employees who sit, in an office with a bunch of computer screens so they can make sure all the bags are flowing appropriately. But these are getting rough and tumbled by automated belt systems. And so there's let's just be honest. When you get your luggage, say you have a pink suitcase. I do have a pink suitcase. It's from Away. When I pick that up, baggage claim, there is always, 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 always a new scuff mark, a new scratch. It's just unavoidable. And especially if you have a hard luggage suitcase, you'll notice the scratches. Well, guess what else is hard? Your child's car seat frame. It's either plastic or stainless steel or steel reinforced. But so even these scratches that happen on your baggage claim, these can jeopardize the integrity of your car seat sometimes. So we have to be very, very careful about that. And that's why we always encourage a visual inspection. If you see scratches, like I said, hairline fractures, indentations, those things should be discussed with your car seat manufacturer upon picking up your car seat at baggage claim. And so anyway, the conveyor belt systems are super long. And I don't think a lot of people realize that your car seat's literally traveling through miles and miles worth of automated belt systems that, tumble here, tumble there, drop on this line, drop over on that line, get pushed onto that line. If you go on YouTube and you see what these conveyor belt systems look like, or these tracks look like through baggage in an airport, you'll see how the bags are treated. So that's why I stay away from counter checking car seats. Gate checking, it is very, very possible. Most of the time, it's very possible to physically watch the baggage person take your car seat out of your hands, walk down the steps, and put it into the bottom cargo hold. Usually, if you stand there on the jet bridge, you can keep your eyes on your car seat while it's being loaded onto the plane. And we're talking, it's 40 seconds worth of time that it just takes for them to carry down the steps there and put it under the cargo hold. So that's why I believe gate checking is always a better option, because you really can maintain a much, much better visual on it. The other thing that I always say with gate checking is that you can talk to the baggage handler. You can even give them a couple dollars if you want to and say, hey, buddy, this is my kid's car seat. Can you be, extra gentle with it? Or, this is fragile. Would you mind respecting it. I don't know. You just have a hey dude, what's up? This is a car seat. It's fragile. That's all you got to say. And for the most part, they are happy to do so. They don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to break somebody's car seat or stroller or wheelchair, unless they're super grumpy and they're having a bad day and they just hate the world. For the most part, it's going to work out for you. So I definitely think that's why the two reasons why I prefer gait checking over counter checking. It's because you can actually 9 out of 10 times you can keep a visual on it and you can talk to the individual human being who is physically handling your car seat. And that human interaction does make a huge difference. Again, if you choose to check your car seat, you need to do so either in the original cardboard box that it came in, a cardboard box or big Tupperware bin with pillows and blankets to keep it padded, or in the manufacturer's warranty bags. Checking a car seat should be a very last option. You should be using the car seat on board the airplane. That is the safest way for your child to fly. It's also the safest way to transport your car seat because you can guarantee the integrity of your car seat will remain intact, or you'll know if it's not because you've had a visual on it the entire time and it's been in your hands the entire time. So that's that. However, I sympathize with caregivers who, maybe they have multiple kids. They just, physically aren't able to bring the car seat on board. But in all honesty, if you've done all of the work to bring your car seat into the airport through the TSA all the way to your gate, and then you gate check it, it's just that extra 1/10 of a mile. I promise you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Another thing to consider is if you hadn't purchased a ticket for your child and that's why you're gate checking it, in the United States, the FAA encourages U.S. domestic-based airlines to provide free seats for in-lap infants to accommodate child restraint system use. And that is because we know the safest way for any child to fly is in their car seat. So if you have traveled all the way through the airport and now you're at the gate with your car seat and your infant in lap, you can go to the gate agent and say, hey, are there any empty or open seats available on this flight today? I would love to use my child's car seat. For the most part, if there are seats available, they will be able to provide you with a seat to accommodate your child in their car seat free of charge. Southwest is known for this. This is why they are so great for families, but it's because they don't have assigned seating that it's really easy to pull this one off. They will be instituting assigned seating at some point 2025, and so I'm very curious to see how this is going to affect family travel, but they certainly will not have the capacity to accommodate children in their car seats for free like they are currently with no assigned seating. So that's one thing to know. The other thing to consider is if you do ask a gate agent to accommodate your child in your car seat, you will likely be moved seats. And if you're traveling with other family members or a spouse, you may not be sitting together. So that's a thing to consider as well. If you do ask for that accommodation, you're likely not going to be sitting in your original ticketed seat. So those are things about counter checking, gate checking, and how to do it and how to navigate and how to get a free seat for your toddler or your infant rather, and all the things. So I hope that you learned a little bit today about how to check a car seat. Is gate checking better than counter checking? What the Manufacturer Alliance for Child Passenger Safety says, and stay tuned for the next episode of Safe Skies with Lia Tuso.